Hi, my name is Stephen Henderson, and I'm going to be your professor for History 370, World War II. I would argue that no event in world history has so shaped countries and the globe like World War II did for the 20th century. World War II remains, in our time, an event that is still impacting our society today. There are policies in place, foreign policies, domestic policies, that are being impacted by this. There are international relationships, there are world trade organizations, there are global alliances that are impacted by this event in world history. So what we're going to look at in this course is multiple things. First, we need to understand, where did this global event, how did it start? What kinds of things were in place to bring about the most destructive war in all of human history? That didn't just come out of nowhere. It didn't just happen in a void. It happened as a direct result of international relationships and international policies that were in place. You're going to engage in our course in multiple ways. This class is online and asynchronous, which means that you will interact with the coursework at your own pace on your own time. And you won't ever interact with me face-to-face. You will interact with me and your peers via online forum posts, quizzes, and other assignments. A couple other things with our course that I have to be honest about. This class, there is going to be a decent amount of reading, but I hope that it's meaningful reading, and I hope that you can find some interest and engagement in the things that I have you do. We'll watch plenty of videos, we'll watch and read many different kinds of sources. And your information is going to come from three different things. There's a scholar by the last name of Lyons. You're going to be reading his book. That's where you're going to get really the meat and potatoes, so to speak, the nitty-gritty of the information. You're also, and that book is called World War II, A Short History. Then you're going to hear from two different perspectives on the war. This is something that I think is very interesting to do. You're going to hear from one of the most famous American soldiers from World War II, Major Dick Winters. He was immortalized in the book Band of Brothers by Stephen Ambrose and the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers that aired several years ago. Then you are going to read something that you probably haven't ever done with World War II. You are going to read the personal memoirs of an SS Waffen soldier, who his entire book makes the case that he had no idea what was going on in Europe at the time of the war as far as relations towards the Jews and the atrocities that his organization was doing. So you're going to get factual historical information, you're going to get personal memoirs from an American soldier, and personal memoirs from a Nazi Waffen SS soldier. So World War II. World War II, like I said, is an event that still has many influences today. We haven't always been a nation that's been involved internationally. Currently, today, we are involved in the war on terror. We're involved in diplomacy all around the world. That was not the case before World War II. It is in the world that we live in today, post-World War II, that the United States assumes the role of what I would call international policeman. And so, in this course, I hope to take a look at, where did the war come from? What major events took place? Who were the key people? What was some key information? And then more importantly, what impact has this event had on the rest of the 20th century, on the United States, and on the international community? And you and I are going to seek the answer to those questions in the next 8 weeks together as we explore the most horrific event in all of human history, World War II. Look forward to meeting you.